Now look, if we don't test some of these crazy kids, man, then we want to know how much help these crazy kids really need.
Crazy kids, that makes sense to me, man. It does.
Listen, the problem is not what's testing, it's what's being taken away to make room for year round testing. We may be one of the last schools to still have art, music, and PE.
P, that's me?
Yeah, but for how long,
No,
Bob?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
The superintendent may have pulled the gaping hole in the county's budget this year. Let's see how long that lasts.
Asia's so optimistic.
Oh, yeah. I'm always beaming with excitement when I see my fellow teachers who have dedicated their entire lives to teaching kids to become doctors, lawyers, writers, scientists. And this is how we're treated?
Well, dog, man, it really stink when you put it like that.
You know what really stinks is seeing some young kid straight out of some 2-year college be given a job that an educator with a teaching degree should have gotten.
Okay, well, Asia, we don't make the rules. We just gotta play by them.
What rules are those, Malcolm?
Oh, nothing, Miss Crummy. You wouldn't understand. Just teacher talk.
Oh, excuse me. But when did only being a teacher qualify someone to understanding teacher talk? Try me. I may teach you a thing or two.
Well, look, it's like this, Miss Crumby. See, we all been teaching at the school for the last 5 years, with the exception of Brother Malcolm, of course. And it just seems like there's no way to really escape all these ongoing budget cuts.
See, Ms. Grundy, if you want to know the truth, these budget cuts, they're going to block the overall success of these students. These classes are essential. Asia teaches art, Leon here teaches music, and I teach PE. And it's going to really, really be terrible for these kids. And not to mention, PE, I teach them how to live a healthier lifestyle.
Wait a minute. PE teaches them a healthier lifestyle?
Yeah, I mean that.
But
Sure.
you the PE coach.
Yeah, what's your point?
Oh,
Sure, Bob. All right.
Hey, he teaches them how to make hamburgers and how to eat jelly donuts.
Listen. Hey, Joe, what? Because I don't. No, listen. And women. Sorry, excuse me. On my phone, you want some of this? Oh, really? Really? A gagging thing? What?
check it.
Holler at me after that.
Please. I like your style. Please make your point.
My point is that Timberlake, whatever their buddy is, you're not him. And P. Diddy, well, you're not him either.
Whoa. Don't be no hater.
No.
Don't be no hater. You see, I'm multi-talented. You understand me?
He does this all the
But you just don't understand, man. I'm talking music, man. I'm talking beats, melody, and percussion.
Got you.
V, it's in my blood, man.
Your medication should be.
I just can't help it, man. It's a gift, dog. It's a gift.
Excuse me? But selling bootleg CDs out of the trunk of your car is not a gift. It's a crime.
Oh. So you just gonna put me out there like that? Well, if I'm not mistaken, I don't recall you calling it a crime when I made that compilation CD for your auntie Wet, and I did.
Yeah, whatever. That was only once.
Oh, okay then. If you say so. And numero uno, Bob. Numero uno.
And you all really expect to make a difference
Well, she
with
started
these
it.
darling children.
What?
And you can't even stop bickering among
she
yourselves.
Didn't start it though.
She called-
Trying to sit up here and question my intellectual musical IQ. Girl, I'm a musical genius. You better get it together.
Anyway.
Many of you may not know this,
Okay.
but I taught for 25 years. My specialty was math and world history.
There you go.
So I know a little something about the teaching profession.
I'm sorry, Miss Grimmy. I had no idea.
Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. But you all have to get it together. Not only for yourselves, but for the precious minds you're entrusted to teach. These babies do not care anything about your personal, social, or financial troubles. Whether you get paid as much as doctors, scientists, or President of the United States for that matter. It doesn't matter. Not to them. What matters is teaching them their reading, writing, and arithmetic, as we used to say back in the day. We've got to get back to the most important topic, ladies and gentlemen.
And what's that, Miss Crummy? Because from where I'm sitting, all I hear from the powers that be is that we don't need art, music, and PE. So what's next to go ahead and save the budget? Reading, English, and math?
My point exactly. Standardized testing hurts more than it helps, if you ask me.
And that's the problem. Nobody asked you.
Excuse me, Albert Payne, but who was talking to you? And don't you have an appointment with Mr. Jerry the ice cream man?
Okay, you got jokes. But I'm just saying though, they didn't ask any of us, and that's the problem. And speaking of problems, does anyone have change for a 10? Mr. Jerry's not taking anything larger than a 5.
It's for just in your cup. Wake up, Bob.
Don't push me. I can't swim.
Who is Mildred?
His wife.
Where is she now?
At home, preparing dinner.
That's one thing I would be trying to eat after that episode.
Episode. Man, I'm talking episodes. I mean plural, man. I mean, that ain't the first time this crazy old lady tried to take him out. Trust me. And I'm pretty sure it ain't gonna be the last. I know crazy. My Uncle Ike, whoo, he crazy.
Oh dear, how does the man ever get in his sleep?
He doesn't. He's always sleeping here.
Yeah, he literally got to sleep with both eyes taped open. Kind of like a wild animal, waiting for the slightest movement, shifting the grass, a smell around meat. That's Bob.
National Geographics. That episode where the wild boar rolls around the elephant crap to camouflage his scent from the leopard.
Right.
Already told you, because of budget cuts, nobody's getting paid for the rest of the school year. How many more times I gotta tell you that?
I see you use it on Bob.
Hey, lady.
Boy, this gonna be a short one. Watch people look at him.
Now, why are they staring at me?
Oh, man, the police ready to get the blow now.
Oh boy, he said we let him push you out the doors.
Look at him.
Gotta make sure you have a baby with this. Everybody just tell he's dealing with some experiences from Vietnam.
Hey, we're Americans, man. Don't.
Okay, everybody calm down. We all know Principal Vanderpool is a blue check.
He's unbuttoning his clothes.
He's just dealing with some
Get the leash.
experiences from Vietnam, okay? Just
Get the leash.
hurry. I gotta get through this meeting.
Over here. The crazy man is over here. Give him an extra dose. Apparently his old wrinkled body has not used the regular dose. Plus he's just crazy.
That's our boss.
This is what.
That's our boss.
That's the principal,
That's our boss. No, that's our boss. Yeah, that's our boss.
So this is what y'all.
Yeah, it's like that all the time.
All right, guys, thank you all for being here. The reason we've called this impromptu meeting is because we've received some disheartening news from the school board. The superintendent feels that we've been in F school for the past 3 years, and some positions may be eliminated.
Eliminated. So, hold on, wait. So you mean to tell me that now it's come down to my job? So my livelihood is at stake here because these kids can't pass a test that seems to be designed for them to fail. Like that don't make no sense. Like all these big wigs really care about is privatizing all schools so they can go ahead and create more tests and make more money.
Me wish somebody would pay me to test them. Me get them straight out of my office, straight out the door.
Wow, guidance counselor? You sure know how to put up a student's self-esteem. Great job. Since when does answering multiple choice questions equate to a child loving education? Do we believe what we're teaching them is meaningful? I mean, if we can't do that, we're wasting our time.
It's the same thing like every year. They have us teachers competing against each other to see who could get the best test scores. And then who could get the best raises. Well, when were you going to let us know this?
That's not true. I mean, I'm letting you know now.
Now, first day of school, do you think that's proper?
I know dang go well. I better not be on no budget cut. Or y'all, especially you, could be in a whole bunch of trouble. Sad folks around here.
And trust me, y'all don't want to taste what Tay threw together. Mess around and have to call a gastritis specialist up in here. You hear me?
You know, if these test makers really did their research, they will see that the only schools that perform poorly are ones in low poverty areas like this one. I mean, we don't get the funding we need for essential learning tools, and most importantly, there's no nutritional selection in the cafeteria for the kids.
What he said?
Except when you cook, Miss Rose, you know I love your cooking.
Yeah, get it straight. You skip my line every day to beat those kids to my 5-star cooking. Look at they eating now. Breathe set.
But how dare they jeopardize how well I teach? And my paid these kids can't pass this stupid test.
Okay, let's calm down, okay? No one said anything about anyone getting fired. Budget adjustments, I mean, they can mean anything, okay?
Can we vote on this? I mean, do we have any input?
Maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea to get rid of some of them. They're acting like animals.
Whoa, wait a minute, you listen, Brazilian, you listen to me good, okay? Now, we may not be as sophisticated and highfalutin as the age school you come from, but this is a good group of teachers, and they really care about what they teach our kids and what our kids can become. Guess what? I'm proud of them. And I will continue to fight for them no matter what.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm not impressed. And if I'm not impressed, you better believe that at the right time, certain powerful people won't be either.
Better watch yourself.
Okay, look. I get your frustrations, and I understand all your points. But as teachers, we must lead by our example and always stay focused on educating these students. We must work with integrity and always perform at the highest level despite of the struggles that we face every day as teachers. Okay, I believe that these are the ingredients needed to take the Solid Rock KA program to an A-rating school. And I think we have the teachers and the faculty here to do it. And I, for one, am determined to get it done.
We need a miracle, Mr. Holt. Do you have one?
Asia, my dear, year after year after year, with passion and commitment, men and women like you and I have made history. At the end of today, it's tomorrow. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we'll start our new history.
At the end of the day, it's
This
tomorrow.
meeting is adjourned. I had enough.
You're adjourned.
Man, they went home, man.